African.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the couch. My name is Pratt, and I'm excited to come your way tonight with the only TV show with a hat. Great Tuesday, breed of sunny and cool and all things nice. And so I'm excited. I'm happy that you have decided to choose Pan-African TV, hopefully from morning till now, and we are happy to come your way as you know your truly African TV station. This evening, as one of our lifestyle conversations, we are going to be having a conversation around the TUC. Now, if you watch this show, you know that we love the TUC, and so we cover the TUC a lot. In fact, this year we've covered the TUC a whole lot, from the times of the purported industrial strikes till last week when we launched the book, and all of these things we've followed keenly. Now this evening, TUC is in the conversation again, this time with a twist, and I'm loving it, right? I'm completely in love with what's happening at the TUC. Now, I talk too much sometimes, I know that. So let me keep quiet. Let's watch this video, come back and continue the conversation. Stay with it.
The Son and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Amen. Let our women give birth and you provide. Amen. Commission this room in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Amen. Let our women give birth and you provide. Amen. Every employer, you ensure that this honor is also provided in the workplace, so that our women at the workplace will have their peace of mind and have very good breastfeeding for their health and their children, so that they can have a good health. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the show. Now, what you saw was Mr. Joshua Ansah, that's the Deputy Secretary General of the TUC, cutting the sword to what the TUC calls the baby sitting room. The baby sitting room. So TUC now has officially commissioned a room in its building where, babies would be kept. Right? That's the conversation we're going to have. Let me tell you why I'm excited about this. Must have been 2 years ago, we went to Venezuela. A team went to Venezuela. And in every TV station, went to survey a few TV stations there that were hoping to partner. And every TV station that we went to, as part of the run, so they would take us around, so those are MCR, this, and they would take us to their nursery. Every TV station, I remember very clearly, had a nursery. And at the time, I had I still have a little boy, but my baby was very little. And I was just imagining the luxury that could have been, or that can be, for me personally, to be able to come to work and have a place within the building that I could leave my baby and, check in on every now and then. It's just, I talk too much. Obviously, you can tell that this is a situation, an issue that is dear to my heart. So let me introduce my guest for this evening. My guest this evening is Madam Alberta Laryea Head. She's the head of Gender and Child Protection Department of the Trades Union Congress. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you.
It's great to meet.
Very great.
I was telling you before we came on air that the TC is just blowing my mind with one thing after the other, just blowing my mind. They blow, they go.
Yes.
Why this? Why the baby sitting room?
Thank you for the invitation, and thanks for liking the TUC. The TUC does a lot of things which normally are not publicized. People think that it's only when there's strike that you hear of the TUC. Right. But we do a lot of things like educating workers on their rights and collective bargaining, trying to bring women into leadership positions and other things. But this time, we thought that when TUC was renovating its building, it would be better to have a room where female staff or staff in general can keep their children while working to increase productivity and to work harder. So the decision was placed before the leadership, and they accepted to do something for us. So that's come so that women can get time for their work and also time to take care of their children.
Wow.
And also, as you know, August is a breastfeeding month, and 1st to 7th of August is the breastfeeding week. So we decided to commission this within the breastfeeding month so that people will know and hear about it. So that's why, but we want the workers to have time.
I have 1,000 questions. Let's start with this one question. Whose idea was this?
I think it was one of the female staff.
Obviously.
It was one of the female staff who had problems when she...
I mean, it only hurts, it takes a woman, doesn't it?
But because the men are in helms of affairs, you need the men to also accept and decide to do it. So I think it was a female idea, and the men supported us in doing it.
And you see, this is a conversation that has come up every now and then, where we are advocates. Now, I've heard, other female advocates insist that in work districts, major work districts like Accra, like the ministries, like, can we just have a sport, like a general sports where all the people, and I'm using people advisedly because it's not just women who have babies, men have babies too, where all of us as workers who have babies can keep our children, because, I mean, what's the maternity leave for a woman?
Depending on the organizations.
Right.
But for most organizations, it's supposed to be 12 weeks, which is about 3 months.
3 months?
Yes, 3 months.
3 months.
But people have improved it depending on negotiations.
So let's even assume that it's 6 months. Let's even assume.
But the breastfeeding period is 6 months.
6 months, right. Now, a 6-month-year-old baby, that's exclusive, that's what the World Health Organization tells us, isn't it? But a 6-month-year-old baby, leaving a 6-month-year-old baby at home to go back to work, it's hard.
Yeah.
I've experienced it.
Yeah.
And I remember writing a post about this on Instagram and asking the question, how come nobody told me this would be this hard? Because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
You're looking at a baby and he's so used to you for 6 months, you have all this baby knows. Then suddenly you have to leave the baby and go to work. It's not an easy thing. So, I mean, this is something that really should be a no-brainer, at least from 6 months to maybe a year when you can put him in school.
Yeah.
That period, can we not all think about things like this?
You know, some of the organizations have started it. I know that StanChart has it, TIGO has it, but it's the idea of the Ghana Health Services that made the TUC to start, that we participated in two years ago, we participated in a program organized by the Ghana Health Service talking about this exclusive breastfeeding and breastfeeding weeks within one of August. And when we participated in another meeting, practically they called other people, stakeholders, and those that have established these centers to share their ideas and how they feel about it. Some have turned it into nurseries that when even your children close from school, they can be there. They have a place where you can prepare food, feed them, and do everything, bath for them, so that when you get home, you can still get straight to bed. Some have done something, but we have to start from somewhere. And we thought that after 6 months, you can bring your baby to the workplace, have a nanny. We don't have somebody to take care of the baby yet.
I would even be uncomfortable with somebody that I don't know handling my baby.
So you bring your nanny. There's a place for the nanny to rest in the same room. And the place, we have a cot there. We have some bed, some chairs, some couches you have, so that people can, we have a fridge and a TV. We have placed some cartoons and other things on the TV for children who are older to watch. So that is the starting point for the TUC. Although the room is small, we have been able to manage and prepare the place for, it will be it's comfortable for one.
It's a start. It's an amazing start.
And we hope that maybe the TUC will increase or will give us more rooms so that we can expand it and maybe turn it to a small nursery before you take your child to a proper nursery school.
Absolutely. So eventually, you know, and here's what, and this is the reason why I asked the question about whose idea was this, because I remember that in the last election, right, when we had a woman as a front runner, that conversation came up.
Yeah.
You know, she spoke about extending the time for maternity leave. She spoke about a paternity leave. She spoke about having nurseries in the work district. So all of these issues that it is only a woman, you know, who can think about, because whether we like it or not, we tend to be the primary caregivers, don't we? So I'm excited about this, and I'm hoping that somehow, this being the TUC, where all of our workers converge, is going to seep into, can we formalize this some way, somehow? Can we start conversations around formalizing this?
Yes, we have to.
Okay.
Because once, they said charity begins at home.
Absolutely.
So once we have organizations and unions under us, and we've started with this, I think it will trickle down to organizations. Those who want to have a look at where we have set a pace, we have set an example. So organizations and employers can come and have a look at the place and create, some are saying just a breastfeeding corner. But a corner is something, when they say about a corner, is something that you need to hide. But we don't need to hide.
It's nutrition.
Yeah.
It's
we don't need to hide.
We don't hide it when we are
to do this thing. So
nourishing ourselves.
The room, at least for our workers, we don't specifically say for women,
right,
but we want all workers. So if you are a man and you also have that problem, you can bring your child to the place, bring a nanny, let the nanny take care of the child. You ask the child knows you and the nanny. You visit the child frequently and look about it. It's good health for the children also. So I think people will learn from us. Once we have about 22 unions under the TUC and organizations under each union. So once we have started, the unions in their next negotiations will start discussing with employers. And employers would have to create the place for the workers. I think somebody needs to start it. But I remember that during the 31st December Women's Movement era, Nana Kunedu tried to do something in the market. Tried to create nurseries in the market. She created one at the ministries and one in the Mokola market, so that people can also leave their children at those places. I don't think it's functioning, but it was a good idea for even the market women to keep their children in the place and sell and come and look after them frequently. Also for the ministry staff to take their children to that place, keep them, and after work, go for them. So it's something that and I learned the Constitution also make provisions for that. So it's a social issue and we have to uphold it.
Can you tell how excited I am?
So Pan-African TV can start something.
Right, yes.
Small, and then other TV stations can
learn. Now, I can imagine that you faced some opposition. Did you face any opposition when this idea was mooted?
No, I think we have a gender-sensitive leadership.
Right.
So when this issue was raised, they didn't oppose it. They said it was a good idea, and they were just thinking it was proposed before the renovations, and they were thinking of which office to give to us.
Right. Would it be a soundproof room? Because we know that babies cry.
So during the renovation, it was taken care of.
Right.
And they gave us first the ground floor where we used to have the clinic. They thought it could be beside the clinic, but later the clinic came and they said the rooms are not enough, so we have to give the other room. But immediately we gave the room to the clinic. They sent us to the 3rd floor, and that is where we had it. People have started bringing their children to the place, and we saw that we need to furnish the room to look like. So we started small and got so good. We have been able to achieve our aim. So we are proud as women within the TUC to have that, started that initiative and have been able to implement whatever
to achieve it.
Yes.
I mean, in as much as I'm like over the moon and I'm happy and I'm excited, I can imagine that there would be downsides, right? And I like to look at issues from all angles. So let's look at some of the obvious downsides. And I speak about noise, you know, because babies can be noisy. They can cry for no reason, right? Saturday I came to work with my son. We were going back home. Halfway he says, I forgot to say bye-bye to Pan African, the building. So he said we have to come back so that he can say bye-bye to the building. Now, mind you, I'm tired. Halfway home, I want to get home. I'm like, no. And he starts to cry. So children can cry about anything and everything. And sometimes it's impossible to sort of rationalize with them or give them logic as a means to soothe them. So how are you going to handle that? Say there's a child there who wants to say bye-bye to daddy's computer, right? And daddy is busy and he's working, and this child is having a meltdown, he's crying. How are you managing that? How are you going to manage that?
I think we are a workers' organization.
Right.
And we embrace everything that goes with human rights and child rights. So we will accommodate them. We'll make sure that the room is a place that you can lock and do other things. But children need to play around. Children need to run around. So if you have children at home, you know how they behave. So people will accommodate. Oh, that's the attitude of a child. That's the attitude of children. Because we are saying that even when it's vacation and you don't have a place to take your child, you can bring the child to the room so that you can keep the child and have a sound mind in working. So we'll accommodate. We know that before then, children come and they are in the same room with the mother or with the father, touching things and those things. But now that there is a place for them to occupy them, I think we would accommodate. TUC, you know, we are very accommodative, and we'll do that.
In industrials also. Industrials also. I'm very excited. Is there any downside, for instance, that I haven't thought about? Can you also think about a downside, or have you faced people saying, "Hey, have you thought about this?" And how are you dealing with any?
When we commissioned it, we had a doctor to talk to us about the benefits of breastfeedings and other issues. So one thing he raised that we didn't have in the room was a sink.
A what?
A sink.
A sink.
Okay. We didn't have a sink in the room, and so it's one obstacle that we need to tackle, because he's saying that to have the place very clean, people need to wash their hands frequently, and with these issues that are coming up, diseases and other things, washing of hands is very important. So we have plans to we can't get the sink because the building is already done.
Oh, they've done the plumbing already.
Yes, but we'll look for some Veronica buckets or something that people can wash, and then we can take it away. But it's near the washrooms, so people can go out and do it. But depending on the issue, an immediate thing should be. Other thing is that in finishing those rooms, we have a lot of things to do, but we have started with that, and we hope to complete it with other things that are needed to make the place comfortable for the workers.
Absolutely. Now, can we talk about the broader conversation around maternity leave, paternity leave, things like that, and how the TUC hopes to lead the conversations also, because issues around fertility are very it's crucial. It's how the world sustains, isn't it? Without fertility, the world will not, everything comes to a standstill. And yet somehow we've made it a women's issue. It's not at the front of national conversations. You know, it should actually be at the front of economic conversations because it's everything. In a woman's lifetime, she will give birth maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, right? And all issues surrounding that process has to be integrated into production. No. So how is the TUC, Madam, hoping to lead this conversation?
For the TUC, those who are members of the TUC actually have something we call collective bargaining.
Right.
Which
strength,
power. Employers and unions negotiate within the period of time to achieve. So in negotiating, people come out with issues of maternity, paternity. People have paternity leave, 2 weeks paternity leave. So immediately your wives give birth, you are given 2 weeks to help in the house or something, wherever you. But maternity leave is important. And also when we are talking about 6 months breastfeeding, and you have 3 months, we think that people add their leave depending on the number of days that you have. If it's 1 month, then you get 4 months before you come to work. So people are not able to breastfeed for the 6 months continuously without coming to work. So that is why we made this provision, so that to be able to achieve the 6 months, you use the 2 months at the workplace. There are other opportunities also after maternity leave, because for the TUC we have 3.5 months maternity leave.
3.5.
Yes, and then after that we have 9 months 2-hour breastfeeding time. So when you add it to, so either you come to work early and close at 2 or 3, or you come to work late and close at 5, or you have to, it's flexible, so you have to schedule. So most of organizations that belong to TUC have these things in their collective agreements. They have the maternity leave, they have a breastfeeding time. We are trying to bring other things into the collective agreement, but it's negotiable. So you need to negotiate with employers to have those opportunities. Others have educational funds and other things. So for those who belong to the TUC, their condition of service are okay to cater for some of these things. But those who don't belong to the TUC is the problem. And that is where the TUC needs to beef up in terms of generalizing the issues of maternity and other things. So, but if you have a problem with it and you come to the TUC, we don't say that you don't belong, so we don't fight for you. We still fight for you.
Right. But can we elevate it and look at how to incorporate perhaps into our constitution, or find it in the working orders of, you know, labor generally, regardless whether you belong to the TUC or you don't belong to it. I mean, the TUC is still the primary source of union activities in Ghana, you know, to a large extent, right? So can the TUC lead this conversation where it takes national prominence, it finds itself expressed in our constitution, perhaps entrenched in some kind of convention, some way, somehow, so that for every worker in Ghana, we can have that conversation around maternity leave, around paternity leave.
It's in the Labour Act.
Right.
It's in the Constitution and it's in the Labour Act.
Right.
That women are supposed to take their maternity leave. They are supposed to be given some hours to breastfeed, and it's in the Labour Act. So nationally we have it, but people are not complying with the things that are in the Constitution, the things that are in some of the laws.
My issue has to do with the time, the duration of it. That's
no,
my
we have
point.
another convention that talks about 16 weeks, but Ghana has unfortunately not ratified it. The ILO Convention 183 that talks about 16 weeks maternity leave. It's also talked about paternity leave for women, for men, paternity leave for men. But Ghana has not ratified it, so it's through negotiations that most unions are trying to get this, which is 4 months. So if you have the 4 months and you have your leave, which is 30 days, another month, at least you are 5 months in the house and you can take care of that. But
because this 6 months,
it's a social maternity.
Right.
If women decide not to give birth,
everything comes to a standstill.
Where are we?
Shut down.
For countries that people are not giving birth, they will beg and ask for immigrants to come into the country to work for them. So if we decide not to give birth at a point in time, where will a man be? Where will the nation be? Where will you be? There will be not be anybody in this world. So it's an important issue that I think we should take up, not only as the TUC but nationally.
Absolutely.
Discuss it. I know the first ladies that have come into power have these things in place. The idea of breastfeeding for 6 months, the idea of campaigning for...
That's my thing. This breastfeeding for 6 months thing, that's what is doing my head in. That's what I don't get. Because you are saying, the World Health Organization is saying, and every woman who has been through any labor ward will be told that do it. It's important. Exclusive breastfeeding is for 6 months. Don't add, don't dilute it with any canned milk or any, product.
Skim milk.
Right. And yet, maternity leave is 3 months at the most. The one who has it good has it 4 months. So how do you exclusively breastfeed when you're at work? Now, somebody will talk about pumping, using the breast pumps and stuff. But we all know about infections for babies and how these things go. Sometimes you will do your best and you leave it to a nanny or an auntie or a younger sister who will mess things up along that chain. And suddenly the baby suffers. But in all of our dealings, do we not always say that everything that we do should be in the best interest of the child? Shouldn't the child be paramount?
You're right, but our countries have different ideas and the way we do our things. Other countries have accepted to give women 6 months maternity leave, but sometimes they do to the determinant of their work also. That's when you go on leave, if there is availability, you come back, which is not right, because giving birth is a social issue, it's an economic issue.
Right.
So there's a lot to be done in terms of these things, but legally things are not done right in terms of this. But if we have, as we've started, if we have a place to keep, at least you've been with your child for 3 months and you resume and you have a place to take care of your child. These are supplementary things that we can do.
So you can still exclusively breastfeed while you are working.
Even whilst you are working, you can come and breastfeed and go back to work, come and look after it. So these are supplementary things that we can do to help women and men in the workplaces.
Right. I think that as a people, we are still at that place where we don't see giving birth or fertility or childbirth as a right. We are still not viewing it as a... We think that, she wants to give birth, it's her own matter. We don't think of it as a right.
It's a
right.
right.
As a civic duty.
Yes, it's a right to give birth. Because if you don't give birth to, you are branded. So it's important to do that. So I don't think we should take it serious and bring it into our laws properly to be able to do the things well. For collective agreements, things are a bit better. Now, those that have autistic children, even some organizations are trying to bring them into their collective agreements so that they give the mothers time to take care of them, to take them to the hospitals because they have routine medical cares. So things are changing now. We are changing the things gradually to suit everybody in this country, and I think that for trade unions we have more work to do than what we are doing.
Absolutely. But you started well. You started well. I'm excited about this. I can't tell you now how excited I am.
Have a look at the place.
I will.
So that
I definitely will.
I wonder why they didn't show some of the because we have videos on.
Oh, we will show everything. Don't worry.
We have videos with the
we will show everything. I'm excited about what you're doing. I'm happy that the TUC rightly is leading this charge right now. I hope that other organizations take a cue, especially those that can. Those that can. Like we were saying, a childbirth fertility is a right.
Yeah,
it's an absolute right. So congratulations to TUC.
Thank you.
Thank you. This year TUC is winning. TUC, you're winning.
By God's grace.
Absolutely.
We still need to improve.
Absolutely.
Because the workers' rights are rights that are fundamental.
Right.
And we need to, as an organization dealing with workers' rights, we need to deal with it rightly. Right. A lot of workers are suffering. The take-home pay that does not take them home.
No, it doesn't even take us to the train station, the lorry park, not even the trotro station.
So we know about the issues,
right.
but it's also an economic issue that the whole country is facing, and we need to bear with our employers. And when things stabilize, we know that it will be good for workers.
Absolutely.
Because that's how we are paid. We are paid through the workers' dues, and everybody who gets something from somewhere would not want would not want to lose their thing. So we'll work hard to do better.
Thank you. Thank you. That makes us very happy to hear. So this has been the segment on today's show where we discuss the TUC's commissioning of, I call it a nursery, but the TUC calls it the baby sitting room, this thing that fascinates me no end, and we've had a conversation around this. I'd like to say again, a big congratulations to the TUC. I mean, any organization that has a gender child protection department, is definitely in the right order. So what you're watching now on the screen are videos of the baby sitting room in the TUC. So yeah, I was trying to figure out the cartoon that's playing, but I'm not sure which cartoon this is. I'm a bit of a cartoon expert right now. So there we have it. There we have it. Nice one. Nice. So, all workers of the TUC, if you have a baby, and you come to work, you can safely leave your baby in this room with your nanny while you get productive, so that you don't sit at work and half of your brain is at home wondering what that babysitter is doing to your child. So definitely this is great, and we love it. We love it
too.
So we are not done. The show continues. Next up we are talking to the GOWA executives. Don't go nowhere. It's about to get even more exciting. Stay with us. welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. This is still The Couch. I'm still Amma Pratt. Next conversation is with GOWA, Ghana Outstanding Women's Award. Now, you know that I love all things women. I'm passionate about all things women. So you know clearly, even without me saying, that this is definitely something that, you know, I love. And this evening, it's a beautiful time with the lovely lady behind GOWA. Drum roll. Let's get to it.
Hi.
Look at you.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And you look beautiful.
And you are glowing.
Ah.
You see green and yellow.
Yeah. We are left with red, and then it's complete.
Oh, and you're done.
Yeah. You look beautiful, Asantewaa.
Thank you.
You look gorgeous. Let's talk about GOWA.
Okay.
Because GOWA has been here for
5 years.
5 years. Wow. Congratulations, Asantewaa. That could not have been easy. So let's take it all the way to the beginning.
Hey,
in the first year
don't make me cry.
No.
Don't make me cry.
In the first year of GOWA, let's start from there. How did GOWA come about? What were you thinking? How?
Okay, so I had my second child. I was working with multimedia, and taking care of her became difficult. So it was like balancing work with home with the kid was some way, and my mom had to travel. She was the one helping me back then. So when she left, I said, okay, then let me just be home and take care of the girls. They were 2 then. So I said, okay, then let me fulfill one dream of mine, which is producing my own show, because you can, I don't know if this is your first media house experience, but some of the media houses, the fight is serious. So they don't want to allow you experience TV and you know that drama. So I said, I want to produce my own TV show. And then I put that together and I started interviewing women entrepreneurs for free. I hosted it on Joy Prime and then live on Angel TV. So it was there that I got to interview a lot. And always they come like, I have this foundation. I said, so all these foundations and the project they are doing, it's not easy to come by sponsorship. So where do they get the money from, first of all? They themselves, are they okay before extending a helping hand to other people? And then I asked my husband, I said, so who celebrates these women? Because all the awards I hear of or I see mostly is dominated by men, or it's basically career-oriented award schemes. So there's nothing humanitarian for women. And he said yes, and I said, okay, then this is what I want to do. And then that idea came.
So you're essentially celebrating women who are putting themselves out there in ways that others are not.
Yeah.
So these men are tapping into themselves and helping society.
Yeah.
So these are people that you want to award.
They are target audience.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Seriously. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Congratulations. How has the journey been?
Hey, the sabotage, the threats, the tears, everything.
Threats.
And the brand too. I don't know. I appreciate the brand. I love it. I love how far it has come. But you see, anybody who hears GOWA, hey, Muska. I don't know why.
It's grace, isn't it?
Now grace be all Grace be all you want it, but you don't want it.
I'll take it.
No, I know what we go through as a team indoors before you see what you
everywhere, I tell you.
I know you do a best as well. Yes. So when you come out and somebody, hey, mudemu, hey, you're bad. Now like, hey, I say nyame wo ye bi batobo.
I give a tessa.
Ama, you should see me in bed. This week, normally 2 weeks to go, I roll often in bed. I saw him show kakra. It's like you have to sort a lot of bills. Then sometimes sponsors will tell you, we'll pay you this time to the event. Oh, we are sorry, we can't pay you. We can pay you a month after. And your vendors are not cooperating. But the event must happen. So what would you are an event organizer, so you know. I don't even have to. The way you are looking at me, I know you are playing back in your mind what you go through. It's not easy.
Dear.
It's not easy. It's not easy. And the fact that I'm not loud, I'm a very reserved person. I'm loud in my corners, but I'm a very reserved person. So people are like, who is behind it? They don't know you. For them to even buy into the idea. And dealing with women, my God.
One shout. Asantewaa, but through it all, through the trials, through the the financial hurdles, through the organizational hurdles, through it all, you are here. It's 5 years of GOWA, and I know about GOWA from the very beginning because I was nominated in your first year. And I've said the story like too many times. I'll still say it. I've said it. I'm sure even you are tired.
I think
you
were nominated on 2 occasions.
Right.
I think 2018 and 2020 or 2019.
Right. I know that and I keep saying this. You didn't contact me.
No.
The first time we met was at the launch of this year's event.
Yes.
Right. And so for me, and it's a conversation I wanted us to have about credibility.
Yeah.
It tells me that there's something to what you are doing. Because other people will call you and want to have some backdoor meetings and so and so. Right. But you don't do that. And they
blocked me even after the event.
Who blocked you?
Oh, me every year I have new bunch of enemies. You see, that's why I said dealing with women.
Right.
First of all, I've been in the media space before, and like we are talking, a nominee might know you or may know you. Oh, Mama. Oh, okay, you're nominating you. And you're not in
Right.
Then maybe Amma will call me. She send you Asantewaa, dear, I'm pleading. Reserve this. I can't. So at the end of the day, it becomes like a problem and we have to split. But I'm okay. I can't risk a whole project just because of one slot. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not easy, Amma.
No, there's a special grace upon your life, which is why I keep insisting that awards ceremonies are not my forte.
You wake up in the morning after the awards and no, sometimes it's a call, sometimes it's a message. Fuck you, fuck your awards.
It's okay.
Like,
it's okay.
Sorry, my audience, sorry. And I'm like, God, I didn't ask for this. Like, I'm just doing what you told me to do.
This was not part of the calling.
I know, but I can't do anything about it. And the scheme, I genuinely, we communicate on our website. I say it all the time. It is not 100% votes.
Right.
But they still don't get it.
So it's what was the percentage in vote?
It's 50-50.
50-50. So there's 50% vote and then there's 50% vote.
Yes, 50% a board. Board vote.
Board vote.
Yes, because it's humanitarian, we want to see. Some will tell you, oh, I don't put it out there because God says that if you do something for the left, don't let the right see it, which we understand. But we want to see. So far as you have nominated yourself, we have to see what you said you were doing. We are not going to put it on our... It's not there. You don't see us post those things there. But we need to know why we should, make you part of what we are doing. So some send their files, or a lot of them. Some too don't. If you don't send, you won't get nomination because we don't have anything to support it. Yeah.
And that's for the humanitarian
bit.
Right.
That is our focus. We don't care about you being the president or the first lady. And one dear, why are dear? You've done well.
Right.
But it should have an impact one way or the other.
Also.
So it's not just about charity works, like your platform. You're using it to, advocate for a lot of women staff. It is also humanitarian, right? Yeah, so...
Okay, so how does one get nominated?
We open nominations publicly.
Right.
And then we have our internal research as well. But we can't research to the extreme.
Everybody.
That is why we open. So sometimes we might even have tips of who we are looking for to. Likely you get somebody or a number of people nominating, then you go like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Then we are on course.
It's in line with what you are doing.
Yes, sometimes too, they nominate and you have an idea, oh, there's a woman in the Eastern region, that's our focus. Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the people that have won a year.
Hey, will I remember?
So let's take
I'm a minimum more. I don't know
Let's
them.
take the first people. I'm on outstanding.
Hey,
So
yeah,
for the first year, for instance, who
First year was Efua Founder.
the journalist.
Yes, she was Vim lady.
Right.
She advocated quite a number of times using her platform, her show. I think back then she was in Adom FM, and she was a strong, or she is even still a strong woman who is fighting for a lot of things, not necessarily women in general. Yes, so she won the maiden edition, and then Velma Owusu Bempa. Hey, my dear. Velma won 2019. Okay. She also trains females in the prisons, and she's also into friends. I didn't know and my say like when we you wore it the day of Obasima. It was on your head.
The fascinator.
The fascinator, yes. Fascinator. She does that and she trains them as well.
Right.
And then she also helps get a few inmates who have genuine cases who are, out. And yeah. And I think the third year was Delay.
Delay? Also journalist, okay.
Yes. And the fourth year too was Delay.
She won twice, back to back. Explain that.
Okay, so what happened was that she filed the first year, and we had a process where when you get more than 2 nominations, automatically you qualify for Woman of the Year.
Oh.
So that was what pushed her. And then the second year, she filed again. She filed herself.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so this is the 5th one.
Yeah.
Who are those in contention for this year?
For Woman of the Year?
Yes.
Oh, I know they're in fact. We are doing it ourselves.
So this year you will choose yourself?
Together with the board.
So the board will decide who
takes the Woman of the Year
for this
and
year.
the Hero of the Year, yeah.
And the Hero of the Year for this year?
Yeah, it's intentional.
Hey. So this year nobody filed for themselves?
No, they filed. I mean, there are nominees.
You have so who are the nominees?
Hey, I'm a minimum more. This is the 5th year, and this is the first time ever we did like some sort of national tour.
Right.
And my concentration was on women who are hidden and yet to be discovered.
Right.
Yeah, so we called them out, and the nomination was crazy. Yeah, celebrities, baby. And I'm not a fan of celebrities, how do I put it? Like, most of the award schemes, their focus is on celebrities. They are doing well. I'm not saying they are not doing well, but their attention should be driven towards...
They have enough light on them.
Exactly. I mean, they have already been discovered.
Right.
You see whatever they do, but there are some amazing personalities in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But let me see. I'm a me Okay. No, beauty queen category, they mehu kakra.
Okay.
I know there's Safwa from GMB.
Okay.
Then Miss Universe and Gracia.
Okay.
And then, of course, they are the popular ones that I know. And then Eyama.
Right.
And then Miss Galaxy. And our category Bambi Mbwame. Woman entrepreneur.
Right.
There's the Sankofa Natural Spices woman. Madam Efua.
Okay, so we get it. We get the picture. We get the picture. But let's talk about this year. So this year's event is happening where?
At the Tank Palace Hotel.
So this year, when?
This Saturday.
This Saturday, the 3rd of September.
Okay.
Of course,
I wanted to say something, but
I'm there. I mean, come on.
But not the day. I wanted to say something, but it's fine.
Yeah, trust so.
Okay, Maame. But you're doing amazing.
You're doing amazing.
I feel proud. I feel so excited when I'm doing the right thing. Right. And I want everybody to know. Right. So you don't want me to say it, but we are going to honor you.
Oh,
I've told you. Yeah.
Thank you.
She's going to be honored. She's doing amazing.
Thank you.
I admire you so much. You don't know.
Me too. The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. No, the point is this. Women do a lot. Do a lot. But a lot of times, we seem to think that the woman's contribution is natural.
Hey, it's not natural, though.
We sort of take the woman's contribution for granted. Like she's taking care of work, she's taking care of home. Somehow the home one is taking, that's not your bad. That's, you know.
It's not normal.
But women do a lot to keep the society going. So for me, every or anything that celebrates womanhood, I applaud.
Yeah, because of what you just said, we didn't leave out what we term housewives. They are not corporate women, but they are home. And for you to see a woman like that taking care of kids, home, and still embarking on projects like that, we created the Shiro category. For me, that woman is an exceptional person. Absolutely. Because you're not getting any funds from anywhere, no salary, nothing, but they still go ahead. Ouch.
And no hype. No hype,
no
fans,
you won't get nothing.
No pat on your back like, go lady, you are doing nothing.
Do you get that?
Let's talk. Let's talk. So on Saturday, the 3rd of September, we are all at Tang Palace Hotel.
Red carpet is 4 p.m.
Red carpet is 4 p.m.
We beg Ghanaians. Red carpet is 4 p.m.
Why? Why are you begging us?
They won't come early.
Oh.
I mean, we finished our set. As for GOWA, there last year, for instance, as at Thursday, we were done with setup. Friday, the whole day, the setup was there relaxing. Red carpet was 5 p.m. and the main event was 6. Guests came in at 8.
Yes, we like to take our time. Didn't you hear Felimina's song?
Okay. The towel,
Yes, you know.
No, but coming in at 8, what time will we close?
What time do you start? What time do you want to start the show? What time does the show?
6
p.m. Oh, the show starts at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, so we should be there for red carpet at 4.
Yes.
Take some pictures.
Take all the pictures, the glam and everything. Then you sit,
swirl around a little.
Oh, you want to twirl? Let's see.
We can twirl by ourselves. We don't need any gadget to help us twirl. We can twirl by ourselves.
I want to see the dress. Yes, so by 6, everybody is seated, and then we start the show. And we have daughters on board, Daughters of Glorious Jesus. And it was a personal decision because of the number of years and the experiences we've had for their particular Bebre, Nawaya Mama film. Yeah. And that's why. As I'm too. I'm not hearing you. Where's the voice? Oh, sing. You're a good singer. Yeah, and then we have Mr. Drew.
Ooh, I love him.
So you should come in shoes, kambu.
Jai.
And then we have Aketechi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you remember any of their songs?
The old. Debbie started. Old Aketechi.
Majorodi, Ewa Kumenimu, Stanya Beya. Oh, ding to me, Pepana Copana Savage, Since I remember that one. Yes. I love them. Oh, wow. Yeah. And yes, I am a personal choice.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a fun time. It's really going to be a fun time. So, you know, definitely be there by 4 o'clock.
Ama.
Yes, be there at 4 o'clock.
Please, did you hear her? I'll make sure I capture your entry and the time you enter the place. With this one there, I'll make sure the ushers do this for me. You'll be there at 4.
No, I'm asking the viewers to be there at 4.
Not you anymore.
I'm telling the viewers to be there at 4.
But Saturday is a very, you know, we usually do it on Fridays.
Right.
But this time around, we said, we have to find time and celebrate. Right. So we chose Saturday, no.
It works. Don't worry, we'll do our best.
But you have to get there at 4.
I will try my best to be there at 4 o'clock. Honestly, I don't like the red carpets. I try to avoid the red carpet as much as I can. I don't like the red carpet.
This one is a strategic thing.
No, I'm serious.
It's like, avoid the red so that you can get there at 6 instead of 4.
No, I've never been on any red carpet. I don't know.
Then we'll put your picture there. Oh, yeah, there will be babbage now. You know that thing.
Oh, dear.
You see? Oh, don't mind me. I'm like this.
No. But I want to remind viewers that it starts at 4 for red carpet.
You are reminding us all.
All of us, myself included. Yes. And then the show itself starts at
6 p.m.
You've mentioned Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Mr. Dew, and
Atetechi.
Atetechi.
And maybe some surprise act.
We might have some surprise acts.
Mama, it's not easy.
I can imagine. So where do we get tickets? Where do we get tickets?
It's a strictly invitation event.
Oh.
But we have just limited few tickets.
Okay. So the few tickets, where do we get them?
You call our numbers and then you
give
get
us,
them.
Give us the number.
You want them?
Give us
tickets.
Give us the
okay,
number.
I'll give you tickets for your viewers.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. How many?
How many tickets are you giving?
5 for daddy, 5 for you.
Oh, so yay! So maybe I should get 10 tickets. That's awesome.
So I'll give you 10 tickets.
Whoa,
so I'll put the number out.
Right. So they have to win it some way, somehow.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's left to you. That's left to you.
Win the tickets.
But the hassle is real, Mama.
Wow. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I mentioned attack and you were surprised. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Like wait there, behind the scene, but sometimes you receive calls like,
because people are upset they didn't mean.
That one is different. Some are general threats too.
Right.
Like they get to know you are the one behind GOWA. Right. They feel you are a competing brand, and I don't even see the competition.
Competing brand. So people call you to check you.
But
GOWA is the. Please educate me here. I'm trying to see if there are other awards in Ghana for women. Are there others?
Oh, there are.
There are?
There are. I'm sure GOWA by can be or that.
Right.
And
for women, before
awards. I'm sure there are. Or there used to be. Or maybe there are ones that are coming up.
Right.
But what I know is, let's say for instance, if I want to threaten, I will not call you.
Directly, yes.
Yeah,
I'll get someone else to
do.
But it's sad, because I would have thought that all of our small actions in our small kindness.
I think one of them was like, you think you have the media at your fingertips, so your boss is going far, wait and see. You think your husband is sponsoring you, so Anya is you. You are spending your husband's money.
But whose money can you spend?
Like, I don't get... Oh, I wish I could show you screenshots. Yeah. Some used to come directly under my Instagram post, but now it comes in the DMs, sometimes calls. But I mean, I'm okay. I've not offended anyone. And I don't even have friends.
This is
it's new to you, right?
It's shocking for me.
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. They disabled 3 accounts of... No, 4. Last year, just a week to the event.
Your account was disabled?
GOWA left, and then I converted my personal account. If you they took it. And then...
People report your account?
No, what have I done?
No, wait, so because for your account to get disabled, somebody has to report it, right?
And that's what I'm asking you. What have we done? We don't post... We don't go against the community rules. We don't. Yeah, they deleted a week to the event. But the good thing, or what I always say, is that we don't communicate with nominees on Instagram. We don't. We are too professional to do that. So if you delete my Instagram account, you've not done anything. But still, the event happened. We had our numbers. So ask me, where did they come from?
People are like... agree about...
Yeah, I have other mini shows, Post for Africa, Miss Kiddy. They took all those accounts. It's a direct attack. So you should tell you, yeah.
Well done. well done. Well done. So you have been able to sustain yourself in the face of all of these things for 5 years. Well done.
Some even call sponsors.
Well done.
Then they shouldn't sponsor.
Let's talk about sponsors.
Some call them
That's a hard terrain. That's a very hard terrain. And I'll give you the platform. Go ahead and do that. I know others wouldn't, but you do it.
My sponsor.
Go ahead and
is that what you mean?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
A big thank you. You know they barely do this.
No. Go ahead.
A big thank you to Tang Palace Hotel. Tang Palace.
Are you telling me?
Thank you, Tang Palace Hotel. Thank you to Mr. Khan, Jane, and then the owner of Tang Palace, Mr. Tan, and then his wife, Mrs. Tang. You don't know her.
No, I don't know her.
The other names, no, if I mention you,
It's okay. We beg you.
And then, thank you to Tasty Tom. Don't worry, I'll bring you all these products. Tasty Tom, please, you owe Pratt a hamper for doing this. They are headline sponsor.
Right.
Yeah, Maame. Thank you to Sunlight.
Right.
Yes. And then thank you to Verna Natural Mineral Water.
Right.
Thank you to Fortune Rice, to Frytol, to Happy Man Bitters. Oh my God. To Jesus. I'm a phone name. Thank you to help me. You know some.
I think the ones that I know you've mentioned.
To Lakeside Village.
Right.
To Lakeside Village.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you
Right.
to Chatma Herbal Center,
Right.
I-360.
Right.
Ike
Yeah.
City.
Right, right.
Ike City is a very good gentleman. Thank you, Ike City. Perfect finishing stainless steel. Thank you, Flora. Hey, Barbara Bekumi. Barbara, you owe Pratt's Flora product. And then thank you to Top Choco.
Right.
Come
and everybody else. You have
and all the amazing sponsors. Please, you owe
you.
Pan African TV, the couch.
No, you see, listen,
I'm telling them.
It's good you are telling them, but also the reason why it was important to me that you do this is because it's not easy. It's not easy for sponsors to stay with you for so long. It's trust me, I know that, you know. So for people to believe in your brand and believe in what you are doing, for me, by extension, believe in the cause of women and stay with you this long, they definitely deserve, you know, an applause. I'm hoping that other companies that are watching us are learning,
this one,
and realizing that there are good causes that you can support.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the times they like to support the noisy things that don't add anything to anybody, but the worthy ones that, you know, worthy people are doing. I think that
you get some sponsors telling you, I don't see so many celebrities on your platform, so I'm sorry we can't come on board. I'm like, thank you.
Right. But the ones that see the importance of what you are doing, they come and they support. And we are
especially
grateful.
Tasty Tom has been with us from day one.
We are grateful.
And I don't know when our marriage is going to collapse, but we are still together as of now.
Right.
So it's not been easy, Amma. I think there is more to getting sponsorships in Ghana that a lot of people do not know. Sometimes I wish I could share. I don't know, maybe you advise me if I should share or not.
No, share to me alone. Tell only me. Just me.
You see, viewers, you see yours. Okay, I'll share to you alone.
Don't tell me.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I don't like, sometimes I feel I have limited time on earth and I might go down with a lot of stuffs. So I feel like sharing. That's how I am.
Right.
I want to help.
Right. Debbie. God bless you.
Okay, I'll live long.
Absolutely.
Amen.
God bless you for all that you are doing. As women of Ghana, we are grateful to you. Keep doing it. Don't stop. Don't let anybody distract you.
Yes, so then you could break.
Oh, Debbie, don't let anybody distract you. And I was at the lunch when you spoke about trying to make this continental, taking it out of Ghana.
We've launched it.
There you go. Congratulations.
I'm going with you. That one, it's been 2 years.
So, this has been our conversation with the lovely Asantewaa full name.
Hey, this one there. You know, I didn't feel like we were on TV. It's bad. Like, you know. Okay, so I'm Efua Asantewaa Efua. Yes.
Efua. The dark-skinned beauty behind GOWA. And we are all of us at Tang Palace on Saturday.
Hey, Alma. You see the time I know the time you come.
And she's giving me 10 tickets for
10
viewers.
tickets,
So hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram, you know, hit me up. Tell us why, you know, you deserve to go for GOWA.
Let me say something before you
the
wrap
last
up.
one.
We also thank you for all that you're doing.
Anytime.
Yeah, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
I was at Obasima and I was seeing Kwegumi. When you started talking, I nearly shed tears.
I thought you're always crying.
I can't say. No, it's because of my background. Maybe someday I'll get to talk about it.
No, but it tells me that you're a passionate person and
Yeah.
you feel things. And they are the best
Deeply.
people.
Deeply.
People who feel things are the best people.
Deeply.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I will see you on Saturday at TUC Palace. Have a lovely evening. See you tomorrow. Bye.